Hey there, Eli again, coming at you from OSA Coventry here with a little bit different of a video than my usual, but today I'm going to talk about dry goods. Specifically, I'm going to talk to you guys about color enhancing foods. So when it comes to fish foods, same as if you were feeding yourself, not all foods are created equal, and every fish food out there on the market will have different results in different settings. So today I wanted to talk a little bit more specifically about color enhancement and doing this through the food. One of the first colors to wash out of a fish's appearance, especially in the aquarium setting, is often the color red. This is one color that is very highly driven by pigmentations that are picked up through the feed. Especially if you're looking at dry foods, there are a lot of dry foods on the market that are deficient in these sort of carotenoid pigments that will help enhance the red colors of your fish. In front of me here, I have a handful of different options if you were looking to kind of improve the red colorations of your fish. Say you have red Marlboro discus or red pigeon discus, something of that effect, and you want to make sure that those reds are always popping and providing a good contrast against the rest of your tank. Going with something like these Hikari Vibrobites here is a really good option. These are basically a bloodworm imitation, very nutritious dry food for your fish. And what's nice about them is, considering they do have that bloodworm-like appearance, they're a lot more palatable to most of your fish versus feeding, say, a flake or a pellet. They're something that I really like to use in the fish room here, and they're nice and a slow sinking pellet that kind of is available in the water column for a little bit longer than, say, a fast sinking pellet, and you don't have the issue of them ending up in the filter like you would with some of your floating options out there. On a similar note, this right here is our OSA Color Unlimited Bites. This is a very similar product to the Hikari Vibrobites. These here are very similar shape. They also do kind of imitate a worm, but they're a little bit larger in size. These are also a very good option if you're looking to enhance those reds in your smaller community fish. These are a decently small pellet, a little bit larger than the Vibrobites would be. Definitely a good option for things like angelfish, discus, and some of your other medium-sized cichlids. Say you keep African cichlids or South American cichlids, especially things like sevrums and things of that matter. Going with Hikari Cichlid Gold is a really good option as well. This right here is a floating type of pellet, but it does come in both floating and sinking varieties. This is another type of pellet that is on the larger side. It does come in a couple different sizes as well, however, but this is perfect for things such as sevrums, where you want to kind of enhance the red colors, things like jewel cichlids as well, anything that would kind of be able to take down a pellet of this size. And say even you had African cichlids and you are feeding something more like the Hikari Sinking Cichlid XL, something that's got a little more vegetable matter content, that's a little more appropriate for, say, mabunas. Even mixing a small amount of this into your weekly routine will help to kind of enhance the colors of those fish as well, without running the risk of bloat or some of these other issues you run with feeding the wrong feeds. Finally here, I do have one more variety to talk about. This is the Hikari Blood Red Parrot Food. This is a very good option if, say, you do have parrot cichlids, as the name implies. This is a very nice way to enhance the reds in these types of cichlids as well. A lot of times in the aquarium setting, especially if you start these guys from really small, they might start out really nice and bright when you purchase them, but as time progresses, sometimes they will wash those bright reds out of their coloration pretty quickly. So feeding something like this Blood Red Parrot Hikari pellet here is going to help make sure that over the long term, that fish is going to have the most vibrant, bright, colorful appearance that you can get away with. So if you guys are curious about picking up any type of color enhancing foods, we do have options available at all three of our locations. Feel free, if you have questions about them, ask us in the shop, call us up, or check us out online. And as always, keep it fishy.